Hello students, welcome back to Digital Learning English class at St. Joseph English Medium School, Vijaypur. Dear children, as you all know, I am Mrs. Manikya Chikmat, your English teacher for 3rd standard. Dear students, in our previous video we have learnt about poem number 6, One Thing at a Time. In that lesson, in that poem, we have learned about we have to do one thing at a time. We should not do more things and many works at a time. So next we learn some grammar part, activities, language development in the previous lesson. So today in this lesson we are going to learn. Okay, before going to the lesson, let us do some reading practice of this lesson. Dear children, do you know the moral values of life? Do you know any moral values, moral things? Yes. Honesty, being truthful and sincerity. And we have to keep up our promises always. These are the moral values that we have to follow in our life. Dear children, why I am telling all these things in this video? Yes, you are correct. Our next lesson, 7th lesson, the Pied Piper of the Hamelin, is related to these moral things. So let us learn more about this lesson in this video. Students, before going to the lesson, first we have to do the reading practice of this lesson. Before going to explain the lesson, we have to do reading practice of this lesson. Without wasting our time, let us do the reading practice of this lesson. Lesson number 7, The Pied Piper of the Hamelin. The Pied Piper of the Hamelin. You all have to repeat after me. Let us start. Long, long ago, on the bank of the Weser, on the bank of the river Weser, in Germany, lay a little town called Hamelin. The people of the Hamelin and content, most of them were farmers or fishermen. They earned their livelihood by working very hard on their farm and fishing in the many little streams. As the years went by, the people became rich and prosperous. Suddenly, one day, this was shattered. The entire town was invaded by rats. At first, the cats of Hamelin had a party, but soon they got tired. The rats were multiplying too fast. Even the cats ran away to hide from the army of rats. The rats attacked the barns and storehouses. They gnawed at the wood. They gnawed at cloths. They gnawed at everything that came in their way. They even bit babies in their cribs. The citizens could bear it no longer. They approached the mayor of Hamelin. As the town councillors and the mayor were thinking of a plan to get rid of the rats, there was a loud knock at the door. Who can that be? They wondered. As they opened the door, they saw a tall, thin man dressed in a brightly colored clothes. He had a blue feathers in his tall red hat. He was carrying a golden pipe. Sirs, I have freed other towns of beetles and bats. I can rid your town of rats. I will change I will charge 1,000 florins for this. 1,000 florins? We will give you 50,000 florins if you succeed, exclaimed the mayor. The very next day, at the dawn, the piper took out his pipe and began to play soft magical music. As he made his way through the lanes of Hamelin, playing on his flute, rats began scampering out from the nooks and crannies, cellars, and basements, gutters, and pipes. There were big rats and little rats, brown rats and black rats, fat rats and thin rats. They all followed him as if it were a military parade. The piper led them away from the town till he reached the river. He continued to play as he stepped into the river, and the rats followed him. By the time the piper reached the middle of the river, all the rats had drowned and been swept away by the current. The town of Hamelin was at last free of rats. The people were happy and relaxed. When the piper went to collect his reward, the mayor refused to pay him 50,000 florins. The rats are all dead now and they can never come back. So either take 50 florins or nothing at all. The piper was very angry. Pointing a finger at the mayor, he said, "You will regret that you broke your promise, sir." Saying this, the piper disappeared. At dawn the next day, the piper would his way through the street of Hamelin again, playing a different tune. This time, all the children came out of their homes and flocked around him. He led them out of the town through a forest till they reached the foot of a huge mountain. The piper played another tune and the door opened. There was a huge cave inside. The children followed the piper into the cave. When the last child had entered the mountain's cave, the door shut and a large boulder rolled down to block the entrance to the cave forever. Only one lame boy was left behind. He returned to Hamelin and told the citizens what had happened. The mayor and all the other citizens of Hamelin never ever broke their promise again. So, dear children, this completes the reading practice of the lesson number 7, Pied Piper of the Hamelin. Let us learn some hard words, some groceries from this lesson. Start. First one, content. Content, pleased or satisfied. Second one, stream. Stream means a small river, a small water body. Prosperous. Prosperous means wealthy. Wealthy, successful and thriving, especially financially. Shutter. Shutter, break into tiny pieces. Break into tiny pieces. Invaded. Invaded, enter somewhere something in very large number. Invaded means enter somewhere something in very large number. Next one, city. Cities who live in a town or city. Foreigners used in some European countries many years ago. Many years ago. Nooks and crannies. Nooks and crannies, every part of everywhere. Every part of a place or everywhere. Last one, regret. Regret means feeling sad at the loss of something. Feeling sad at the loss of something. Dear children, this completes the groceries or hard word lesson number 7, the Pied Piper of the Hamelin. Dear students, you all have to read this lesson 1 or 2 times and learn the hard words. In our next video, we are going to analyze this lesson and we'll do the exercises of this lesson.